from Bradford, Brutus Maximus.
Oh, look at the blades! But is that a wooden frame I see? Philippa's in the pits to find more.
Joe, woodwork is not going to help you, really, on Robot Wars. If I show you, you can see that the whole of this robot is made of wood.
I like the rear triple disruptor rotating disc weapons, the four-wheel drive, the front ramp, but made of wood, petrol-driven, and running on bicycle wheels. They could be on their bikes, and soon.
From Hugglescote in Leicester, Raging Reality.
We've seen the helmet logo on this team before. Experience, they'll need it.
We're about to go in with Razor, amongst others, of course. How do you feel about that?
We're not too bothered because we've got one small advantage over him.
What's your small advantage? Is it
our
more
little-
pneumatics?
He's our little fourth member of our team, Little Norman.
It's Little Norman, your advantage.
Norm's machine has wheels, top and bottom, so it runs inverted, a full pressurized flipper and ramming spikes, but the lightweight armor means Raging Reality could be a flight of fancy.
From West Hampstead in London, WASP.
WASP, the name stands for What a Silly Project.
What's team? Yes. Your thing is, I have noticed about your robot that you haven't really got much sting, have you?
No, it's quite a small sting.
Let's just have a little look. There's a little spike here on the front, isn't there? Does it at least go out?
No,
No. You're confident against Razor, are you?
a little bit.
Only a little bit. Invertible with rubber suspension and a strong chassis. Looks aggressive, but has light armor and is likely to be swatted, let's be honest.
From Bournemouth in Dorset, the #1 seed, Razor.
Listen to the reaction. They're back, the UK champions.
You're up against Wasp.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You're also up against, who can I see there, Raging Reality and Brutus Maximus. How do you feel about wood?
We're terribly scared.
Gleaming and preening, nimble and quick aluminium and steel, a vicious hydraulic piercing, crushing beak jaw, will self-right in a unique way, but slowly. Is that a weakness?
Roboteers, stand by.
In the control pods, together, Wasp there on the left, team captain Rob Williams and Brutus Maximus, led by Joe Justina on the right. And the bearded Ian Lewis, captain of the champions, Razor on the left, Raging Reality, captained by Nigel Paget on the right. There's the killer lot of the house robots in the arena, with the Crusher and Sergeant Bash and the Flamethrower.
3, 2, 1.
What a dramatic way to start Heat 1 of the 6 Wars with the reigning champions, Razor, there at the bottom of your picture, turning to have a go at Brutus Maximus, but chased into the corner by Raging Reality, getting away, spinning once again into the safety of the arena centre. There, the big, ponderous machine, Brutus Maximus, and taking on Razor once again, and Razor trying to get in there on one of the tyres, and what was that being flipped? Wasp went into the air, but look at Razor crushing in here on the tyres of Brutus Maximus, which surely has not long left to survive. Seem to be deflated. There's the team captain of Brutus Maximus trying to get more out of his boy Joe Justina. Wasping on its side. Now Razor trying to take on Raging Reality. Back comes Brutus Maximus. Only 2 survive this first melee. Wasp seems to be out of it. Razor pushing against Raging Reality, which is now caught between a rock and a hard place. In other words, between Razor and Sergeant Bash, but he's still trying to gain momentum. Brutus Maximus, we saw there, is still alive, just trundling to the top of the impingement. Razor has control, and a clutch on Raging Reality, and once again going for the vulnerable spot. The tyres with the crushing beak, just saw there the back of Vinnie Blunt's balding head there in the control pod. Sergeant Bash looks on, so does the ref pod. Brutus Maximus a little bit lopsided, but still trundling. Razor's had a go at all of them, it seems to me. Where's Wasp in all this? Oh, overturned, over and out. Over to you, Sir Killerman, I would have thought, for the Wasp boys. We know there's no sting in there. And we know the end of the tail is nigh for Wasp. Buzz off and out of here. And fly away to fight another day. It looks gruesome. Now there's Raging Reality, and a little flip from them on Brutus Maximus. Razor had a look. Brutus Maximus. Can they overturn? Wasp, we know is finished. Oh, look at the shredding though of that drill. And there's the pit release button. Down goes the pit. That's been activated out there on the arena. And they want someone to go down in the pit. See the sparks from the arena sidewalls there? Another one of our weapons. And now you can see Razor in on those bicycle wheels we were telling you about. All along, that was going to be a weak link for Brutus Maximus. Sir Killalot also has a little bit of a feel and a growth. Very unpleasant to think about. So is that washing machine suspended above the arena. It's the ultimate of the arena weapons, the drop zone. More on that later in a wheel. Goes into the pit of oblivion. Off Brutus Maximus. 3 wheels left on their wagon. And they know where their journey's going to end. Well, on the plane pit right now. So burnt bicycle wheels. Coming to the arena with wooden bicycle wheels and petrol driven. What were they thinking about? And the ref body's thinking about the count of Brutus Maximus. From Bradford are heading out. Smiles on their faces. 10 on the clock. They're out, says the crowd. Gone from the 6th Robot Wars battles. In this first heat, the mayhem though goes on. Razor on Wasp. Down comes that great crushing mix. See the holes there? Drilled in Razor. That is to cut down on the amount of weight they have in the arena. Up comes Brutus Maximus and they're long gone. Raging Reality tossed them out of the arena. I like Raging Reality slipper, you know. Seat is caught. Wasp counted out. Rob Williams, Edward Kelly and Chris Ford, you've gone. And we know now the team's through. Raging Reality and the reigning champions, Razor.
What a way to start the new war. Razor, the reigning UK champion, the reigning world champion, up to his old tricks. Raging Reality flips out Brutus Maximus. Raging Reality and Razor, they go through.
Well. What a surprise. Now look, what did I say to him about his woodworking hobby?
It wouldn't last very long.
It didn't last very long. I've got to show you some of this. Look at the state of that damage. That was Razor glorying in it. It was like the dance of the dying fly. What happened to your sting?
I never even got out of the corner. I couldn't get away.
Let me get in there and show you that the kind of damage that Killalot's been doing is absolutely gnarled. He hasn't got much of the inside. What do you reckon?
Nothing.
There's nothing
It's
inside.
all superficial. A bit like the robot, really.
I was going to say, I couldn't have put it better myself.
From North Tickenham in Lincoln, Cyrax.
Purple, pretty looking thing. Wonder if that'll count. Philippa's in the pits to find out.
So that team, you know who you're up against. Who are you most worried about?
Weldor there.
It's the Weldor team that you're worried
quite
about.
worried about that one.
But you've got a nice electric axe which can keep going.
Yeah, we'll give it some.
Has 2 independent powerful weapons, an electric pickaxe and pneumatic flipper. Low ground clearance of 1 centimetre, but this purple pyramid has a limited CO2 supply and a team lacks experience.
From Shrivenham in Oxfordshire, rough and
Oh, I can't wait to find out all about the doggy do's and don'ts.
You've made one modification. Now, I know this is going to look very uncomfortable, but I have to do this. What is the one modification that you've made?
We've moved the removable link from the front
Yes,
to just under there.
yes. And that's it, is it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, and the pink.
You think that's going to stand you up against that? Not a hope.
They also claim Dougal has an improved medieval dagger spike and anti-flip device and a high-integrity safety cage, but it's flammable. Rough? Go on in a puff.
from Ludlow in Shropshire, Tetanus 2.
Oh, now this is a mean-looking machine.
Well, you have a fantastic robot here, and I want you to talk me through it very, very quickly before we go in. Come on.
Well, it's bad and it's rusty.
Bad
We've
and-
got a forklift type apparatus on the front to immobilise them, catch them and maybe run them into the pit.
Yep.
And we've got a bit of a spike on the top that
Look
comes
at
down with
that.
it's over ton pressure.
Yeah, we can have a good look at that.
Strong. Big steel armour, multifunctional weapons with a forklift and spike crusher, two-wheel driven. But it's slow, too slow.
From Uri in Northern Ireland, Weldor 3.
Back fighting for a third time in Robot Wars.
You worried about anyone in particular, or don't you really care?
No, we don't really care, because we've spent no time on it. We know very little about it, and if it gets smashed up, well and good.
Has speed at 18 miles an hour, 24-volt power from 2 electric motors, menace from a flipper, and 24-inch rotating blades. And experience, too. And unleashed from the House Robot's cage. Dead Metal with the pincers. And Sir Killalot with the lance and claws.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Rough Dougal, off there with Weldor spraying steam. Tetanus 2 comes into the fray. Dougal up on one wheel or one paw, I'm not too sure. Turns away. Tetanus 2 looks impressive. Weldor shoved against the ref bot there. The ref bot can't take any aggressive action. It is there to mediate and count down, of course. Don't forget that. Tetanus 2 is doing a lot of aggression. Should this go to a judge's decision, that could prove decisive. Tetanus 2, for me, looks very good. And Weldor, for all their experience, they were once World Championship quarter-finalists, are impaled on the arena side wall. The team captain, David Lundy, will be disappointed. And on to the flame pit. Now, what's Rough Dougal getting up to? Well, they're in with Cyrax as we see Weldor once again. Whoa! Dougal's sail's on fire! What's he going to do to put this out? Sail? The whole coat's on fire now. Where's the old dog going to go here? Well, I think he's going to have something to chew about after this. Rough Dougal. Oh, it looks painful. And there at the controls, the Dougal team. Grim as the spike comes out of the front. Modelled on a medieval dagger, they say. But this is an old story for flammable robots in the arena. You will be caught out, and you will be charcoal. And there, with the axe down, is Cyrax. They're in major trouble now. The Cyrax team are on top. We saw them. Poor old Dougal. Meanwhile, Tetanus 2, still a little private battle on Weldor. If they have something worked out here, Cyrax and the boys from Tetanus 2, a plan? Because they've taken on separate opponents. Poor old Dougal's away. Only the eyes remain. Cyrax well controlled throughout. Now, Tetanus 2 has Weldor in the clutches of Dead Metal. This is a very good display by Tetanus 2. The team from Ludlow in Shropshire, Paul Snook, Conrad, Snook and Luke Angel, the 15-year-old. I like the look of this machine. As I said before, it's got multi-functional weapons and it's depressed the pit release button. Oh, please put Dougal out of its misery. We haven't got a kennel, but we've got a pit, and down goes Weldor into the pit. Weldor out. They fought in Series 3, they fought in Series 4, and they're out in Series 6. Gone. Now, dear, oh dear. Something's gone white with fright. Poor old Dougal, good luck. I'll tell you something though, it's still going. Is that just superficial damage? I wonder. And there are 3 machines still fighting out there. Ceases claw. Which means, although Weldor's gone, it'll now go to the judges to decide which of the 3 remaining robots goes through. And the crowd knows it. And here are our 3 wise men, Professors Martin Smith and Noel Sharkin, Matt Irvin on the white.
Well, the judges have made their decision. They're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. Cyrax and Tetanus go through!
You know when you named it Puff Puff?
Look.
You sure you weren't thinking puff of smoke?
Puff of fire and things like that.
It was
think
well
it's
and
fair.
truly barbecued.
I think it's fared fairly well, though, don't you?
You know, the thing is, you know how we kind of focused on this back end? Now, look, we saw the back end before, and there's
Still there.
the back end now. And that was the one modification
That's
that you made.
Look at that.
Didn't do anything. What stinks? It absolutely stinks. Hello, hello. You're in such big trouble now.
Just a bit. We kind of hoped to win a few fights, and then it made it a bit easier on him, like. But
The thing is, he's stolen the robot from his brother, as we know, and left the house unguarded, so it could have been burgled.
Yes.
And with the robot in the pit in the very first battle.
in the first few minutes, looking very bad.
Are you just going to put it back in the garage and pretend
Yeah.
it doesn't happen?
Hope he doesn't notice anything.
Bournemouth in Dorset, the #1 seed, Razor.
From the left, Vinnie Blood, Simon Scott, Ian Lewis, twice world champions.
From North Hickenham in Lincoln, Cyrax.
There's the Cyrax boys, Paul Wilcox and Ryan Pettifer.
Roboteers, stand by.
And here, for the first time ever in Robot Wars, the giant new house robots, Mr. Psycho and Growler, weighing in at over 1,000 kilos between them. Mighty, menacing, fearsome, formidable.
Three, two, one, activate.
Razor, the #1 seeds for this series of Robot Wars, come on the attack. They say they suss Cyrax out. Is that a weak link in there? Then behind that flipper, they seem to want to get the crushing beak in underneath that front flipper of Cyrax. Cyrax also has the axe, the pickaxe. But Razor can attack just about anywhere, it would seem. And they're already clawing their way through the purple pyramid and ripping it open. Cyrax will spin away, can get up to 12 miles an hour, weighs 100 kilos, 4 kilos heavier than Razor. Down comes the little pickaxe, the electric pickaxe. A little jab, it was tentative, it was worried, it was nervy, and no wonder they're on the flame pit. And Razor is penetrating and puncturing. They want Cyrax down in the pit. There's a scratch. There was Ian Lewis at the controls of Razor. They know where they want to drive Cyrax in towards the crushing jaws of the Growler. They can crush at a pressure of 4 tons those gnarling, snarling jaws. Push and shove. Growler to Razor and back again. And poor old Cyrax is the bone in this particular tussle and tug of war between the two dogs of war. Craggy old Growler and sharp as ever Razor. Cyrax got away for the moment. Oh, please don't go there. Don't go towards Mr. Psycho. The Razor was, there's Vinnie Blood pointing something out. Some tactics. There's a man who once wrecked Razor at a charity event with his frivolous driving, Vinnie Blood. I don't think the other team members, Ian Lewis and Simon Scott, have ever forgiven him. But this is a controlled display against those Cyrax boys. Mr. Psycho, 600 kilos away. Oh, down it comes! The huge 30 kilos club. And literally smashing Cyrax to pieces. It goes down again. Why are they laughing? Look at this. Oh, an off game. A little bit of a blinking light, I think. Yes, it did. Away. Maybe it was the lens from the light. Down came the club again. It's a thrashing, bashing machine. The mighty club is poised high, like a pendulum of doom. Look at the great crevasse ripped out of Cyrax by Razor. Can anything stop Razor? World champions 2000 and 2001. UK Series 5 champions. They've won just about everything we've thrown at them, Razor. And they come back for more. They've been toppled down by Cyrax. Is this a sting in the tail of this heat? Are we about to have one of the great Robot Wars upsets? Let's look at this again. Razor, were they over-complacent, overconfident? They're over. Toppled over. They've got a unique self-righting mechanism there. You see the great wings go out, but it's slow. I wondered right at the start of the programme whether that was an Achilles heel. The sluggish pace of the self-righting mechanism. We call that a Shremek in Robot Wars. Up it comes finally, Razor. They're relieved. Vinny Blood looks very relieved. Did you see that? I thought he looked most nervous there. Almost as if he sensed Razor had thrown it away. But if it goes to the judges, surely they've done enough to earn that decision. I think it will go to the judges. Ooh, they are relieved.
Well, Razor, reigning world champion, reigning UK champion, couldn't finish Cyrex off. We're going to have to go to the judges. They're looking at style, control, damage and aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's review the highlights.
Craig, no doubt, as the robot in control early on. Razor, look, damage caused, aggressive, not great driving by Cyrax either. Naive, do you see? Pushed into Growler, taking more damage. So Razor well in command, and that's when, of course, Mr. Psycho came into play. But that was the turn-up. Has that swayed the judges? I wonder.
And the judges have made their decision with style, control, damage and aggression. And they've gone for Razor! Guys, how did you feel when you saw the draw? I mean, the world champion, the UK champion.
Very unlucky. I couldn't believe it. Bad luck.
It's a good, tough robot, yours, though. I mean, we've got, you know, the new house robots, Mr. Psycho. He hit you with the hammer, didn't seem to do much damage. You're still working.
I couldn't believe it. I thought, bang, that was it. Just lost one eye.
New robot, though.
Yeah.
Up against the world champion. You didn't disgrace yourself, did you?
No, still just moving at the end.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Cyrax! Well, world champions, UK champions. You're on one hell of a winning streak, aren't you? No. Oh, you're always pessimistic. You always think you're going to break down in the first round.
We push it so hard, we're going to bust it. No, they had a tough machine. It's very hard. Kept running, got a good flip on.
Nice Mr. Psycho, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Very good.
The axe is terrific, you know. I said to Simon, cool, that's a bit handy, you know. It's whacking away, real sharp, fast movement. The fastest axe I've ever seen.
You got past the second round. Yeah. Let's see how
Pretty
far
good,
you can go.
Here
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Razor!
With a missive from the front. Apparently you're up against tetanus.
Fair enough. That'll do is.
Has Norman had his jab? Because now that he's on the front, he's probably going to get them. You happy with that?
We think so, yeah. We've survived the Razor one, and we're ready to fight another day.
The thing is, Razor couldn't get hold of you. So really that means tetanus shouldn't be able to get hold of you either.
No.
Okay, let's go and see if they think that as well, because the tetanus team, you know, they're quiet, but they're strong, and they're all ready for action. Look, sat here, waiting to go, raring to go, up against Raging Reality. How do you feel about that?
Right.
But, did you see their first battle? Razor tried, but couldn't ever get hold of them. So how's tetanus going to get hold of them?
They're a bit bigger, aren't they?
From Ludlow in Shropshire, Tetanus 2.
Bigger, but better. Paul Snooks, Tetanus 2 team.
From Huddersfield in Leicester, Raging Reality.
They're the Raging Reality boys, Nigel Paget, Lee Summers and Malcolm Summers.
Volunteers, stand by.
And in the arena once again for the house robots, Mr. Psycho and his pet pal Growler. I'm intrigued by Tetanus with the multi-weapons, that sort of pickaxe thing and the shovel and also the forklifts, driven by 14-year-old Conrad Snook. They're in the middle. And driving on against Raging Reality immediately and driving them, I think, against the pit release button. Yes, it was! Down goes the pit. That is good driving from Schoolboy Conrad. And they've got the little pickaxe now, gripping onto Raging Reality, but in comes the Growler. Look at its deadly, demonic eyes blinking away. Red with fury. Raging Reality. Caught in the arena corner. There's the pit so close. Little nudge for Growler there from Tetanus too. And every dog has its day, Tetanus. Don't forget. Raging Reality, though, is at this moment in time very close to defeat. Tetanus too knows only a shove is needed to send Malcolm Summers and 16-year-old Lee and Nigel Paget into that pit. Where are they going to go from here, Raging Reality? Slightly the quicker of the two. The red bot comes in to see if it can get things moving again. Oh, red bot, what are you doing? Red bot! That is appalling! The ref is in the pit. Give the ref a red card, someone. That is dreadful. Where do we go from here? I'm asking the man who knows the rules. Oh, it's the red bot. And obviously the ref bot is in no position to give me advice right now. So we'll battle on. Tetanus 2. Topple and against the arena wall and trying to self-right and Raging Reality from looking on the brink of oblivion, the brink of defeat, has toppled Tetanus out of the arena. There was a Tetanus champ for you. They're out. What a stunner. Raging Reality stands proud, unlike the red bot, and they're through to the heat final. Famously, unbelievably.
Oh, what a battle! Tetanus 2 was immobilised, but he couldn't be counted out because Red Bot drove into the pit of his own accord. Is he mad? But none of it mattered because Raging Reality just flipped Tetanus 2 out of the arena. The winner, Raging Reality! Talk me through it. Where did it all go wrong?
At the end, really, wasn't it? When we was flying. No, just before the end, just before we flew out the arena. Well done, lad. I think...
It looked like you were immobilised.
Well, our wheels were going round because when we was upside down, I could actually see we still had traction. And as soon as they flipped us back over, I think we could have probably drove around. Yeah. But unfortunately, they didn't flip us on our wheels. They flipped us out of the arena. and the robot is currently going back to Ludlow.
You might be happy that you lost, because these guys have next have got to go and fight Razor.
Well, we would have been a good match for Razor.
All right, then.
Our worst steer was a flipper.
We'll see if we can get a grudge match going on one time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Tetanus! Well. You heard me mention Razor.
I did, yes. What can I say?
It kind of deflates the victory in many ways.
Not really, no. I mean, we built it to fight, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Do you think if you get the timing right with that flipper, I mean, that's two you flipped out, round one and round two you flipped robots out of the arena.
Yep.
Do you think if you get the timing right, woo, you get Razor out of there?
Quite easily, yes.
Yep.
If we can just get in there first and quick, we'll have a good chance.
Hey, we've heard of reality TV. This is Raging Reality TV. Let's hear it for Raging Reality! Well done, lads.
Raging Reality team, are you ready for your fight against Razor?
Yes, definitely.
Obviously, Razor has the one weapon. What if it gets in there?
It's already been here. It can come in again.
Yeah?
We don't mind.
Okay, all right.
It's a privilege to fight it.
Have you got a hope in hell?
Yes.
You have? Okay, well done. Norman is a lucky mascot after all, and Norman's worked well so far. Oh, the Razor. It's upended.
I was asleep at the minute.
Are you worried about old Raging Reality over there?
No.
Well, we had a good go at them in the alley earlier on anyway, and caused a bit of damage, so I think they've got the fear factor in them now. So we'll see.
Well, ahead of this heat final, I've been joined in the crow's nest by Professor Noel Sharkey, one of our judges. You have to be impartial, but I tell you, you've got to admire Razor, haven't you, on the past?
Oh, it's been a wonderful machine. It's a world record holder twice, and it's a British champion. But we can't discount Raging Reality. I mean, it's quite a nice little machine, and we saw it throwing in this heat, it's throwing Tetanus out of the arena.
But looking at the stats, I think it's lightweight in terms of armament against Razor, going in against Razor, and the beak.
Yes, it is. I mean, as I say, it would have to be a very fast manoeuvre to get out of the arena before Razor got through its armour and took out its speed controllers. And with Razor's speed and manoeuvrability, that seems unlikely. But Razor has got caught in the in the ring before, and it's had a few failures of its power before, so it is Robot Wars and anything can happen in there, so you never know.
Noel's got to get back down to the judges' table. For me, I'm going for Razor and the C factor. Crushability creates carnage. Razor for me.
So, 2 robots survive, but one is about to reach a very bitter, very twisted end. This is the heat final!
For Bournemouth in Dorset, the #1 seed, Razor.
The crowd favourite, the almost invincible-looking Razor. Can anyone blunt the edge of Ian Lewis, Simon Scott and Vinnie
From
Black?
Hudderscote in Leicester, Raging Reality.
They've been here before with Nightmare and Spirit of Nightmare. Is it the stuff of dreams for Nigel Paget, Lee Summers and Malcolm Summers?
Roboteers, stand by.
Matilda, for the heat final, enters the arena for the House Robots and shunts with the bulldozer blade.
3, 2, 1.
Razor starts as red-hot favourite, but with the flipper, Raging Reality could get lucky. Its Razor is overconfident, but it's got a grip already. Inside Raging Reality as the flipper came up, Razor took advantage, got the beak into the very innards of Raging Reality. That was what the Reality team feared. They're brilliant drivers, the Razor boys. They may sound confident, they've got every reason to be so. It is a hugely powerful, destructive machine, and they know what they're doing. Straight there, look, onto the tyres of Raging Reality. Up to 12 miles an hour, the Raging boys can generate fairly neat speeds. 16-year-old Lee Summers, Malcolm Summers and Nigel Paget, the weapons operator, the captain of the team. Razor, a little nudge. You can see there on the right, Ian Lewis with the beard. Again coming onto the attack. Don't forget, the winner of this heat final goes into the series semi-final. Just trying to prise open a gap there. They're trying to get that beak in and they're succeeding. Slowly, inexorably. Just weary. Raging Reality to defeat. Can Raging Reality come back? Remember, we'd almost counted them out against Techless 2 in round 2 of this first year, and they came back. But there's Matilda's flywheel, and look at the grate. Oh, split in the side of Raging Reality. Matilda's flywheel wreaking havoc. Razor pushing them to the flywheel. That was crucial, and look at that. Metal shards ripped off, tossed out of the arena. Raging Reality's wheels now left exposed to Razor's crushing beak. The CCC factor we talked about. Crushability creates chaos. And Razor moves away as Raging Reality is left on the pit and Razor depresses the pit button. There is no motor left in Raging Reality and they slip slowly out of the picture. Razor. Unbelievable. And the run continues. The first heat victors are the reigning UK champions. Razor.
Raging Reality gets a reality check. Razor go through to the series semi-finals.
When you're in the pit and you were dreaming of how that fight would go, that's not how it was it?
No, it didn't go to plan,
What were you trying to do?
Just initially get underneath him and give him one good flip, and then just push, and hopefully out, like the previous two.
Yeah.
But skill of the driving and all the rest of it, we couldn't beat the #1 seed.
Their actual driving skill was, and their tactics, I thought were amazing. The way they drove you into the tail of Matilda, which I think sort of ended it all, didn't it really?
It did, yeah. As soon as that biscuit, that was it, the side was off and everything was on show.
Okay, it was a good showing. There's no disrespect in losing to the #1 seed. Please, let's hear it for Raging Reality! They're gutted.
Well,
they thought they could have you.
That's right. I thought they could as well, because
that little, so we call it like a whirler or something, a little nargily thing that can get in, hook up, and flip you out. And they're quite tricky to take on because they had a couple of chances actually. We just managed to get off real quick. These two are shouting at me, "Get off!" It's like, you know.
The tactics were excellent. The way you drove them into Matilda's tail to start.
Then you take Raging Reality, this is so cheeky, and you put it on top of the pit, and then you go off and release it, and it just went down, sort of like a sinking ship.
We thought it would be a new idea, but we haven't done that one before. We're trying to think of something different.
You know, everyone's out to get you, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. It just gets tougher and tougher from here on in, so...
Well, you're in the series semi-finals. The only way is up. Let's see if you go all the way again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. The world champion, the UK champion, Razor! Well, it's still the most fun you can have indoors. It's back, and it's back. It's Robot Wars. Bye-bye.